Next thing we're going to work on is the hands. I think I'm going to make them mittens. Santa Claus mittens. They're flying around in a sleigh all night long. Mittens are warmer than gloves. And then also I have to make the wrist joint. And the last time on Mini-Me I used just 2 tiny eyelets for the wrist joint. And that gave them, I think, too much movement. So I'm going to cut this down after I get the mitt cut down. So this will give me something to hang on to while I'm carving on it. I'll narrow this down and make this into another joint similar to the elbow joint that we carved for his arms. Yeah, that's it for the right mitten. Very simple. Don't need to go into a lot of detail. I'll take care of this part when I go to do the wrist joint. Now the second mitten.
This is a hard piece of wood, so I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Let's say my hands, after a while my hands get too tired and sore. I'm trying to hang on to small things like this.
So I use the Dremel to rough it out a little bit. I don't like using power tools too much because I have a tendency to take off too much wood. It's just too fast. So I get it down a little ways. See, I remove a lot of this stuff. It's just so hard to hold something this small in my hand and use a small gouge. While I'm doing this, I've got my sourdough bread in the oven. It's starting to smell real nice in here, making me hungry. I mill my own wheat, and then I mix up my dough, let it rise, let it proof overnight in the refrigerator. And then the first thing on Saturday mornings, fire up the oven and pop the dough in. Got the left and right mittens shaped. Now I'm going to start working on this part for the wrist joints. I'll narrow these down and try not to make them too narrow or they become fragile and break. But they have to match, be small enough to match the wrist. I used the bandsaw to cut a little notch in there. Now I'm going to widen it out a little bit, maybe deepen it. I don't know, I'm trying to fit this all together. So, still got a lot of trimming to do. This is the day of the week that I look forward to the most. Saturday mornings after I bake my bread. I really have to control myself because I could easily eat the whole loaf. If I only bake one loaf a week, and that lasts me all week. Okay, so I've got the joint cut. I'll be drilling the hole later. So I don't want very much movement, so that's why I left this wide instead of narrowing this part down. That way we get some upward movement and just a little bit of downward movement, which will work just fine. With the two eyelets that I used on the last one, on Mini-Me, his wrists were just flopping all over the place and looked a little unnatural. Of course, marionettes are unnatural, but they should at least be close to human movement. Got both wrist joints cut. Now all I need to do is drill a hole for the pin. Last time when I did the elbow joints, I did the hole in this one and then the hole in the lower arm and the hole in the upper arm separately. So I'm going to do the hole at the same time, and I don't care if it goes through because I'm going to use some wood putty. And there we go. That's one wrist. Straight up and down. Looks close. All right. And that's it for the, oh, that's got a lot of them. Got both elbow joints and wrist joints cut on the arms. We're going to move on to shaping the upper and lower legs and cutting the knee joints. And we'll probably do the boots and the ankle joints. So thanks again for dropping by the Grumpy Old Guy Wood Carving Studio. Now get off my lawn.